Segment 1, recap 1-2.
We are underway for our recaps. Big game this week between my man over here and JB. Let's take a look at what we've got.
It could be a game of the week, but it's not.
It could be. A couple good teams here. These are the two highest scoring teams in the league, mind you. So I expect some fireworks here. Let's start with bye weeks. I want to take a look at the bye weeks because that could have an effect here. You've got Williams on bye. JB has Worthy.
That's about it. Nobody real.
And that's it. So it's not a real relevant conversation.
Nope.
Let's start with JB. Nix and Jackson. Jackson looked great last week. He's got him back. I would expect some good stuff out of the quarterback position here. Achane and Taylor in the backfield. Taylor coming off his worst performance of the year last week.
Abysmal. 3 points. 3.3 points.
Gets a pretty stout Atlanta defense. So we'll see how that works out. Adunze had a horrible week too last week. Egbuka and Gadsden, who's been very involved. Now let's take a look at Al's team. Allen, and you've got a bye.
I do.
At the tight end
Two
spot.
of them. I got Javonte Williams
And
and
Kelce.
Kelce are both on buys.
So Kelce might hurt. We'll take a look at what you have. You're going to have to go on the waivers and get a tight end, Al.
Looks that way.
Allen and Cook in the top spot. Dowdle has been fantastic in the other running back. Metcalf and Smith at wideout and Hurts in the other quarterback spot. It's going to be tight. I think the buys hurt you.
Yep.
And I like good players off of bad games.
Yes, I do too.
Adunze, Egbuka, Taylor, all three coming off bad games. I think JB mops you up and gets to 5-5 here. You get your second straight loss.
I hate to say it, but I think you're right. As you break this game down, I think the biggest thing is Taylor coming off that horrendous week. It doesn't bode well for me, and I think there might be a little hangover with Devontae Smith, maybe also with Jalen Hurts. You know, maybe they had a little bit too much of a free time.
Maybe.
So this has all the makings for me to go 0-2 in my last 2 weeks, unfortunately. So I don't mind it. You know, you have to go through these situations before you get in the playoffs, so I'm getting it out of the way right now.
Listen, you get a couple more of these, Al, you know, then we start to call you Paper Tiger. What's holding you up right now, and JB for that matter, I can't speak for myself, I'm 3-6. Points 4. I'm looking at that, and those two are the top two. I'm third, but those two are the top two, and points 4. That means they're consistently getting those points.
I've won 3 pots, so obviously it's a
Something's
high-octane team.
being done right.
It can happen, but I just feel like this week it's not going to happen.
Next game, we go to a poor man's version of the Strickler Bowl. Dan Rod played soccer back in the day. He wasn't very good.
Never
and
happened.
A fun fact with Dan Rod, he's left-footed. Did you know that?
I didn't know that, but I also don't remember
kicks
him
with
playing
his left
soccer,
foot.
like in elementary school, maybe.
Yeah, he had a run with soccer, but mostly baseball in our smaller days. Higgins comes into this game at 4-5, lowest scoring team in the league.
And he's
at 4-5. He's got a chance to get this thing to 5-5 this week. Let's take a look at it. Darnold and Rodgers at quarterback. He's starting Henderson, who has not done much, and Montgomery at running back.
Right.
2 great receivers, Jefferson and Pittman, and Hunter Henry. It's
But
one game good, one game
hasn't
bad.
been a top 10 receiver. He's been very productive, but he's playing like a top tier wide receiver too.
He
this
is.
Year.
I'm
waiting
waiting for the Jets to kind of turn on. I like the way J.J. McCarthy looked last week.
Mm-hmm.
I think he needed that time on the bench, getting hurt, all that stuff. He looked really good and poised last week. I look for him.
Got to stay on the field.
He
McCarthy
does.
has to stay on the field for Jefferson to get those top tier numbers.
I look for a big week out of him this week. Let's take a look at Dan Rod. Just put Daniels on the waiver wire.
Did you see that break?
He's out for
Oh
the
my
year.
God, that break was horrible.
Looks like he's out for the year. So big loss there. Dan Rod doesn't have another quarterback going.
Oh, damn.
So it's Mariota for an 8-1 team. We've got Mariota at the helm. Backfield, McCaffrey, Rashad White, Waddle, and Robinson at wide receiver, Laporta at tight end, and Quentin Johnson. This game could be a lot closer than the analysts think.
Yeah, I agree.
The analysts being
These two guys.
us two.
Yeah.
I think it's close, but I don't think Dan Rod's ready to lose one yet. I think he goes to 9-1 with a low-scoring win here, 120 to 118 over Higgy.
I agree.
It's
think
close.
His tier drops down a bit, right? With Mariota taking that QB1 spot, losing Daniels. He's been in and out of the lineup all year, anyways. So not that big of a deal. But
A lot of guys on bye for Dan Rod, and he
Mahomes
still
and
looks
Rice not in his lineup. That's gonna
still looks better than
obviously
Higgy here.
lower point producing
Little
game
bit.
for Dan Rod, but I think he gets to what, 9-1?
Yeah, I think the
he gets to
deciding
9-1.
factors in the backfield there, McCaffrey and